Hello, everyone. I hope you are well and that Sweden continues to be in a positive situation with regards to COVID. In South Africa, there is some good news. Our infection rates have come down by 61% in the past 14-day period, and 21% of the adult population are fully vaccinated and a further 9.4% partially vaccinated. We have exited level 3, and it is still a requirement to wear masks in public places. Businesses are operating normally, and we believe that tourists are returning now that travel has opened, and many places are offering very good deals on accommodation. Vivian asked me to say a few words, and I would like firstly to say a sincere thank you to Project Education for your donations to us for the past few years. Your financial support has been invaluable, and we appreciate the efforts and sacrifices you have made on our behalf. Your time, your interest, your compassion has been remarkable. The money has been used to provide food relief to 3,000 families in crisis, as well as to small businesses on our micro-business women's program. The beneficiaries are extremely grateful to you for this lifeline of support. Some of you have visited us and have seen the poverty in the township of Kaimandi firsthand. In South Africa, 40% of people are classified as food insecure. There is a social relief grant, which is the equivalent to Swedish krona about 200, and there is a child grant, which is approximately the same. So families without jobs are expected to live on about 400 Swedish krona for a month, which is impossible. Love to Give has been operating from our center in Kaimandi for 16 years, uplifting those who live in extreme poverty. Our aim is firstly to provide some food security, and secondly to assist unemployed adults to find either a job to start or to start a small business in order for their family to become financially self-sufficient. We provide 2,000 children every school day with a healthy meal, and we have a structured library program for preschool children and their caregivers. We run vegetable gardens, support groups, educational programs for adults, amongst other things. During the COVID pandemic, our priorities changed to solely providing food relief to families whose lives had been devastated by the lockdown and subsequent loss of their jobs and income. Thanks to generous donors such as yourselves, we were able to increase the number of food parcels we handed out from 100 per month to 800 for some months, depending on the donations and budget allocations of each month. Earlier this year, we returned to 100 parcels per month and hoped that the pandemic was coming to an end and that our regular programs would be resumed. However, this has not happened, and we have unfortunately been forced to close the small business program. However, our work in enterprise development has, without doubt, had an impact on the community and enabled numerous businesses to survive through this last very challenging 18 months and with a positive future ahead. On a really good note, this time last year, we were approached to be part of a pilot program amongst primary school children called the At-Home Learning Program. It was a great success, and they decided to implement it full-time this year. Love to Give has therefore been able to include this excellent structured program into our mission of uplifting those whose lives are affected by poverty, specifically children whose education has been severely impacted by staying at home in lockdown. Their homes are small shacks with no electricity, no Wi-Fi, no running water, so it makes it impossible to do schoolwork at home, and the children have fallen behind in their education. So together with the Department of Education and a group of other nonprofit organizations, we employ 16 talented young school leavers aged between 19 and 25 years old for 1 year as interns. They work in the community, identifying children who have dropped out of the school system or are struggling to keep up, and we assist them in getting back to school and with their school homework. Through this program, many children have been able to return to school without having fallen too far behind. The interns have also identified many children with other severe problems. For example, a little boy who became deaf at the age of 18 months due to meningitis. His mother has never taken him to a doctor or the clinic because she has no money. He is now 6 years old and not in the school system. So we took Isaac to the hospital for tests, and we are now working with an organization teaching him sign language, and we hope to get him into a school for the deaf soon. Another example was of a little girl, Paliswa, who the interns found alone at home with her little body covered with scabies. The mother had no money to take her to a doctor, and she was too scared to take her to the clinic in case social services removed the child from her. So we took her to a private doctor who reported malnutrition, neglect, and scabies. She was given medical treatment, and we gave them a food parcel. Since recovering, we assisted her to start school, and she is now thriving again. These are just two examples of the problems we see on a daily basis related to extreme poverty and food insecurity. As an organization, we are committed to our original model of helping families providing monthly food parcels for 6 months, thereby assisting them in becoming a healthy, functioning family and helping the adult members of the family find a source of income and become financially independent. However, the food parcel has decreased in size due to the financial constraints of many donors. So our current aim is to increase the quantity of food we give to families and include more protein foodstuffs as well as healthy foods. And this is the reason I'm speaking to you today. If you are at all able to help us, we would be extremely grateful. Thank you.